Hello, 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 and welcome back to the 8th episode of Up the Gut with your host, David Sexy Lopes and Brandon Not So Sexy Higgins.
Big Daddy.
Welcome back again for another episode. We're happy to kick off your day, evening, night, whatever the hell it may be that you're listening to us. Thank you for joining us. Anything before we get started, Mr. Lopes?
No, just the creepy guy that I don't want to name drop because I really don't want to get him in trouble with his wife. He really needs to stop telling me he's listening to us in the shower. I don't need to know that. All right.
I
I
kind of
really,
maybe
really
maybe
don't.
I'll just start reading a little more sensual for you.
No,
Lather up the soap.
no.
Oh, get the crevices. Don't forget behind the ears.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
uh, all right. Why don't you kick us off with a little yell at Mel?
Yell at Mel. All right. Well, since this is an Eagles hating podcast, that's where I will go. Now, let me just preface this by saying that in the end, I don't think this would have really affected the total outcome of the game, as I thought the Eagles were going to win anyway. Uh, but, obviously the injury to the psychopath behind you definitely hurts them. But more and more people are coming out that they're just fucking done with the tush push. Even some of the smarter Eagle fans, the ones that don't necessarily lick doorknobs and
Just saying
stuff
a
like
lot.
that, which is saying a whole hell of a lot. They're done with the tush push. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. This is way beyond anything that has been talked about before. You have a quarterback being pushed from behind who is moving forward on top of teammates. The only thing that may have been touching the ground was his fucking toes. He's stretching the ball out, not into the end zone, mind you, stretching the ball out for more yards. Gets the ball taken away from him, but yet they ruled that they had blown the whistle because his momentum stopped. No, it fucking didn't. This goes right back into the couple yells at the Mells when we're going on about the tush push, when we're going on about how everything should be reviewable, how everything should be challengeable. If this was challengeable, the Giants win that challenge, and it's a fumble Giants ball. It's extremely disheartening to see so many fuck ups every single week when it comes to certain teams. And whether the fucking Eagle fans want to believe it or not, your team is one of the teams that does benefit the most from shit that gets called every week. I swear to God, the NFL wants the Chiefs and Eagles yet again in the Super Bowl because last year was just so fucking entertaining. So I hope that the teams that voted to keep the tush push, I hope that it does hurt them down the line, and maybe they'll come around to see the light. But that's my yellow now. Fuck the tush push.
Mine is along the same lines. Is actually about the same thing. I'm not going to yell in this one because it's redundant. Um, I'm just tired of the
Mm-hmm.
blunders. I mean, if you're not going to officiate the game right, then you can't have the play. And I know I hate announcers with their hot takes and their horrible takes, and we criticize them a lot. But Rich Eisen had a good one this week, and it was about the tush push. And he's basically said the same exact thing that we're saying, that if you can't officiate the game or a certain play, then there's no reason to have it, especially if you're not going to officiate it right. You have all these things, you're on the field, you're supposed to call these false starts. You're not calling them. You can't even if they run it in the end zone, like down on the 2 yard line, they're going for a touchdown with the tush push. They don't stop the forward progress. They just don't blow the whistle until he's pushed into the end zone. There's never forward progress stopped on that play. Even if he gets stuffed at the line, they're not calling it because I'm just going to get pushed from behind and it's going to be a touchdown. Well, how are you stopping that now? He's laying on top of players. The ball's ripped out. It's on the ground in front of you as you're about to blow the whistle, and you still blow the whistle. That's a clear
Mm-hmm.
fumble. And that's something that New
Yep.
York should be able to override. I don't care that you called forward progress was wrong, was stopped. You're wrong. It wasn't stopped. The ball was out when you blew the whistle. You did not blow the whistle before that ball was out. and then you call it down like forward progress is stopped and it's unreviewable, and you just screw the Giants. May or may not have changed the game. I mean, Scatterboo going down absolutely killed the momentum of that team. But if that's a turnover, momentum shifts and points are taken off the board, and it makes it a lot closer of a game than you think it is. I mean,
Right.
if you're not going to call it right, you can't have the play. And this actually falls on the refs more than it does the league, because the refs aren't doing their job right. The NBA is getting investigated for scandals. Honestly, you got to look into these refs because they control the game. They're not calling certain things for certain teams on certain players, and they aren't calling anything for the Eagles when it comes to the tush push, no matter if it's a false start. They got one false start. That's it. There's been 500 of them. You can look them up. They're calling forward progress down when the ball's clearly on the ground, right in front of the ref. Right in front of him. He had the clearest view. That ball's out. He ain't down. And progress was not stopped. He was reaching. If the refs are going to do their job.
It's funny, there's a safety issue when the defensive player pushes another defensive player from behind, but it's not a safety issue when the offensive player is pushing from behind trying to get more yards.
No, the only thing that works. The only thing the offense can't do is drag someone, but you can push him from behind. You just can't drag him forward.
That's what I mean.
It's the same thing for offense, pushing from behind or dragging them. They're still doing the same thing. I think the NFL needs to look at the refs, and if you're going to keep the tush push, you either tell them officiate it right, or we will find somebody who will. They get paid so much money to officiate these games.
I do.
And they aren't doing it properly. And I'm pretty sure if you don't do your job right, you get fired and replaced. That's how it works everywhere else.
The only thing that makes sense to me is that this is a league push thing where they're telling them, don't do this, don't do that, which just proves what people have been saying for years. And if it's not the league telling them to do this, is it truly the referees going rogue, or does somebody else have a little bit of coin in their pocket because somebody else, somebody that used to, I don't know, profit from the NBA being fixed? Who knows?
And you know what? If it does happen, they have a lot of eyes on them now, especially because the NBA is getting investigated. They are getting people, players, coaches, everything. They're getting people. They're locking them up, doing whatever, going through court cases. The NFL better straighten up if they do have a hand in anything, because it'll look so much worse. And speaking on the investigation of the NBA, honestly, people bet on sports. There's some people bet a lot of money. Some people bet whatever it is. I personally think that there should be a lawsuit for anyone who has bet on sports in the time frame that has happened with everything these investigations, NBA, and especially if NFL comes out or NCAA, whatever it is, all these things, especially coaches involved, and if refs are involved, there should be a lawsuit and there should be a huge payout for people, because that's just a waste of money. Odds are already stacked against you, but if the players themselves are stacking it to make sure you can't win, you're not going to win. It's 100%. It's skewed. So,
Tush Push Rose faced a lifetime ban for the rest of his life because he was betting on games that he didn't play or manage it. He's not in the Hall of Fame because of that.
And that's a load of crap. I mean, if you aren't playing or managing them, it shouldn't matter to me. I think you should be able to do it. But if you're playing or managing them, especially if you're betting on yourself and you're betting the under, if you're betting the over, I don't give a shit. Bet on yourself, because that means you're going to play better. But if you're betting the under, then you're purposely missing shit and fucking up, which screws the whole thing. So that's our Yell at Mel. For this week, we are going to change up the way that we do our podcast a little. Do a little experiment, see how you guys feel, see how we feel. So any feedback, comments, concerns, questions would be amazing with this one, whether it's directly or on on YouTube or the page or whatever it is. Please let us know if you like it, dislike it, anything like that. Okay. So we're just gonna get right into what we're doing. We're gonna combine both the weeks together and just kind of go through it, and you guys let us know how you guys feel. Okay. So this week we have a couple teams on a bye. We have the Browns, Jets, Eagles, and Bucks on a bye. If they're in your fantasy team, please take one of those players out, or you're screwed.
Unless you're playing me, then leave them in.
Yeah, me too. But that doesn't happen. I don't get that lucky. People will change people out like 2 seconds before the game, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh, First team, we got the Browns. They're on a bye this week. They played the Patriots last week. They lost 32-13. Absolutely horrible showing. Junkins ended up getting banged up with a shoulder injury. Luckily, it's not looking too serious. He should be back next week after the bye. They did have Jason Garrett go off for a huge game of 5 sacks. Still wasn't enough. Still couldn't stop Drake May. Gabriel had his ups and downs. He did good. Yeah. He did bad. Not good enough that people aren't talking about Sanders wanting to come in. I mean, he's a rookie. He was drafted in the 3rd, 4th round. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, like, you can't do much with him. Garrett was pissed off when he got taken out of the game. That man wanted to keep eating. Had 5 sacks. He wanted 5 more.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, and I think he's tired of losing. I think he's absolutely tired of losing.
Oh, 100%. He was tired of losing before they gave him part of the franchise last year. Then all of a sudden he's happy. Yeah. Now the reality setting is like, shit, I still play for the Browns. I mean, Judkins had 19 yards total before he got banged up. Gabriel threw a couple interceptions. He also had a couple touchdowns. Like you said, he was a little up and down.
Yeah, I think he was 2 for 2.
The Browns are just the AFC's version of the of the Cowboys, just a little bit. With how up and down they are, like
they have more crazy. Downs than ups.
If we were to come, like we said, if we combine the 2 teams in Texas, they would have a really, really good Super Bowl team. If we combined the Browns and the Cowboys, that would still be a really, really good team.
You give me the Browns defense with the Cowboys offense, Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowls, not
multiple
LeBron,
Super Bowls,
not 2, not
just
3,
so many,
not
just
4.
so many.
Yeah, but yeah, the Browns O-line or defense, they had 8 hits and sacked Drake May 6 times, and they still lost by 9. I'm sorry, no, double digits by 9. Yeah, almost three scores. Like all you have to do is have an average offense, especially with the way the AFC North has been doing.
Yeah,
my God. But yeah, no, it was a bad day for the Browns.
Yeah, they got a long way to go. Next team up, another team that has a long freaking way to go here. The Jets, who finally got their first win, baby. Only took Nick Mangold passing away, R.I.P., for them to get a win.
R.I.P. Nick Mangold.
They beat the Bungholes 39-38. Surprise to everyone, Justin Fields looked like an actual QB. They actually had him throwing the ball. He threw the ball farther than 10 yards sometimes, which was crazy.
Yeah.
You got a 2-headed backfield there now with Isaiah Davis and Breece Hall. They should trade Hall. Because they are not going to win this year. They should trade Quinnen Williams, too, who's getting real tired of losing, which I don't blame him as well. But with that, I do think Hall should be on the move. Inside, they're saying, I don't know now because he just had 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing and 1 passing. But big whoop. Right. I mean, if you can get something for Hall, Isaiah Davis does look good. He was leading in rushing before Hall had a huge run. Fantasy aspects, he had almost 19 points in fantasy last week for me in our league on the bench. But he could move forward with him and then still get something for Hall and build, because you need to build in the Jets. The Jets aren't winning this year. They have 1 win. Honestly, they may get 2, and that might be it. They're not good. They have too many injuries. They have too many pieces to fill. I think you are sellers at the trade deadline. The trade deadline's coming. I think you really have to look at your team. They have a bye week, so they have an off week to decide what they want to do and have calls come in and evaluate players. I think you need to sell some of these players so that you can build for the future. Not that Woody Johnson is good at it, but
no, and that's why I don't think anybody of significance is going to be on the move, because Woody Johnson is a stubborn old mule who thinks that he is still doing things the right way.
Do you think Tyrod Taylor and Justin Fields still have a competition going on now that Fields had 1 good day? The only reason why Tyrod didn't play this past week is because his knee. He was out. I think Tyrod was about to start, and Fields like, oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean, Fields played enough, played well enough. He had 244 yards and a touchdown. I don't think he turned the ball over. And I think that if they get similar play, especially with as much as he's making, um, I think he'll end up starting. If it's a lost season, you're not going to give Tyrod Taylor reps and game time. He's older. You know what you're going to get from him. You just signed Justin Fields to this massive contract. If the season's lost, which I mean suggests the season's lost as soon as you fucking kick off preseason,
They've won one.
but to me, you got to play Fields, and whether it's an audition for other teams, you have to evaluate. To me, a full season or close to it in the system. It's his first year. You're in for him for a bunch of money. The trade market for him is not going to be great. So, are you really going to admit a loss on this, or are you going to give him a full season in an offense to try and justify that money? So, I don't think there's going to be a quarterback competition. You know, if Fields gets hurt, then sure, Taylor go in, but I can't see it being a week to week thing where, oh, we're gonna go Fields this week and then Taylor this week. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. Next team on a bye this week is the Philadelphia Eagles, the owners of the Shitty Push. They beat the Giants 38-20. Close game. Could have been closer without that Tush Push call. I'll tell you that much. They're basically the new Chiefs. I don't care. I don't care what it says. The Chiefs getting calls, Eagles getting calls. They got the refs not calling the Tush Push right. No false starts. No fumbles, apparently. You're not allowed to fumble the ball. It was... they kind of did whatever they wanted, really, with Hurts, Barkley, and even Bigsby got into it. Finally, we saw Bigsby after he got traded to the Eagles in week 1 or 2. I don't even think he was on the roster for half the time. Now they have A.J. Dillon on the bench because Will Shipley apparently is ahead of A.J. Dillon. So it's the Bigsby show if anything happens to Barkley. So pay attention to that one. But the offense...
I will interject that on that point, though. That is something I think we're going to see more of. Remember how last year Saquon passed up running for 2,000 yards against the Giants because he wanted to save himself for the playoffs? I think the Eagles realize now that the road to the Super Bowl is not going to be easy, as easy it has been. So I think that Barkley is going to take just a little bit of a step back, give Bigsby some more runs so that he can save his legs for the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should, especially Barkley's been banged up and sore this past year from running for almost 2,000 yards last year. I don't blame him. That offensive line was sore and banged up at the beginning of the year. Honestly, it might be because of all the fucking tush pushes. They don't like it. I'll tell you that much. The offensive line don't like it. But this offense looked a lot better without A.J. Brown.
It's nonsense. That's pure
They
bull
looked a lot better. I feel like they didn't have to force the ball to Brown, so he wasn't crying on the sidelines. Yeah. They looked a lot better without him.
They definitely looked more fluid. Hurts wasn't fantastic by any stretch of the imagination. He threw for under 180 yards. He was just efficient. He threw for 4 touchdown passes. Yeah, I know, but you can't tell me he looked good doing it. So you're going to brag about throwing against the pitiful Giants secondary. I mean, congratulations, little flash for you.
Yeah,
but they did.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they did enough to win. Barkley still had 150 yards, so I mean he did his thing.
Day too.
Yeah, they'll go into the bye week, tweak a couple things, but there's really. The schedule isn't exactly daunting in the second half of it. So
no, they get to play the Cowboys again one of those days, and that's going to be fun for them.
Mm-hmm.
So. That horrible defense. Last team on a bye this week is the Buccaneers, who got the win this week, 23-3, without basically any offense. Don't know what's going on with that offense. MVP Mayfield magic isn't there. I don't know what's going on. Last week it looked like the team was in the backfield basically calling the plays for the offense, and they were there. This week, kind of the same. They looked out of sync. Did not look good. I know Mike Evans is out. I know Chris Godwin's out. You were making it work before. I know Bucky Irvin's out, but you were making it work before. All of a sudden, these past 2 weeks, stale, stagnant. Mayfield looks off. Offense looks off. Perfect time for a bye week for them. I can tell you that. Cannot have a more perfect bye week. The only thing that won the game, honestly, the Saints possibly could have won this game with how bad the Bucs offense was the Buccaneers defense. They had 2 picks, 2 forced fumbles, and 5 sacks. And
Yep.
Spencer Rattler got benched because the Bucs were just destroying him and an entire offensive line, which just the entire offense. They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Couldn't run the ball, couldn't do anything with against them. The Bucs defense looked really good. You're not going to get that every single time. But the Buccaneers and Mayfield and the offense needs to figure their goddamn shit out or done.
The Bucs defense scored as many touchdowns as the Bucs offense did. They had one on offense, one on defense, the rest of fucking field goals. Yep. Mayfield played bad, and he threw for 152 yards. I mean, there's really
50 yards at halftime. I felt every one of those 50 yards.
It was bad. It was really bad. But you know what? Saints are worse. So I think that's the reason why they got the win this week. Just if they played this way against, say, like the Rams or the Eagles or any of the other contending teams in the NFC, like it's just another loss. This team probably is the most needy team when it comes to a bye week.
They needed it, and they got it. Hopefully they get Chris Godwin back. Maybe Buck and Irvin will be back. But they need to figure out something with that offense. Maybe don't push it down the field so much. Maybe stick to some shorter stuff. Maybe just get the ball out. Because right now, it's not working whatever the hell they're doing. So, but they're winning. So. All right. Yay! Now we got the games coming up this week. First game on the schedule, we got the Ravens at the Dolphins. Dolphins beat up on the Falcons last week, 34-10, and the Ravens beat up on the Bears, 30-16. Now, the Dolphins-wise, Tua plays better with one eye. His left eye was all messed up, right eye was fine.
One-eyed Willie. Yeah.
You know what? If I'm Mike McDaniel, I'm punching him in the face every single game. I'm taking out his left eye because he don't freaking need it. Threw 4 touchdowns. The split backfield looked pretty good with them with Achane and Gordon. It worked pretty well with them. They got Waddle the ball a lot, and the defense actually decided to stop someone from running the ball on them, which was a surprise.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck this team has been. One-eyed Willie threw for over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's right, Eagle fans. Tua, one-eyed Tagovailoa, threw for more yards and as many touchdowns as your super wonder boy back there. Was he the better quarterback this week? He also got the win.
He's against the Falcons defense, who has been really fucking good this year. Don't know what happened this week. They have been. But
nope. But yeah, like you said, he distributed the ball, the complementing pieces that they have left. You know, they did their thing, and they won by fucking 24 points. Like, where the hell was this team when it mattered? I don't get it. And then as far as the Ravens are concerned, you know, watching that game live, Huntley played better than I had seen him play since he played in college. You know, I watch whatever kind of football I can. Like right now, all my team, Jacksonville State's playing Middle Tennessee State. I don't give a shit. I'll watch football. And I haven't seen him play this good since he was at UCLA. He had 186 yards and a touchdown. They had 177 yards total rushing, and the defense just played well enough to win. One thing I will say, Derrick Henry, King Henry, he looked like he was lumbering running the ball. Did he not? Did he not look like he just didn't look like he had any gear, not a second, third gear, nothing. Like he didn't even have first gear. He looked like he just put him in neutral, and his big ass just went forward.
Well, I mean, he is hitting that running back threshold of that age-wise where, for whatever reason, it just kind of starts going downhill, and he's been a workhorse his entire career since day one.
100%.
So they haven't had a spell back with the Ravens, barely even the Titans, too. He's just been the guy, the workhorse his entire career. At some point, you know it's going to drop. I think they need to get another running back there to kind of spell him a bit like they're doing with Barkley, which, you know, smart. Get another running back, give him some plays off because you just can't use him all the time. He's getting up there. He's amazing. 100%. You got to keep him fresh. And like you mentioned, Huntley did his best Lamar Jackson impression of just making plays with his legs, doing what he can. He was the guy I would start over Cooper Rush any single day inside that offense. Don't know why I went Cooper Rush. They had Huntley. Should have just ran it with that. He's complete 2 different offenses with Rush and Lamar, which is just stupid.
Yeah.
And then they got back to the bully ball, run the ball, and the defense actually played great this week. Really making the Bears look stupid. And I don't know if it's Ben Johnson or if it's Caleb Williams. It's Caleb Williams. That is the
Caleb
problem
Williams.
there. So, but it's good. It's good to see that the Ravens got back on track right before Lamar is going to be back this week. So, in this game, who do you got winning?
Lamar is back, he said. I'm gonna go Ravens. I don't trust it. I think this is just maybe a blip for the Dolphins. They had a good, a broken clock is right twice a day. I think it's one of those situations. So I'm gonna go Baltimore.
I'm gonna go Ravens as well. I just with the Dolphins wise, yeah, they had one good game finally. They did really good. Well, they're going up a lot better team that doesn't have a backup QB and missing their number one wide receiver and this whole thing with the whatever's going on. The defense is actually playing well. I'm gonna go Ravens as well. So we're gonna see what happens, baby. Next game we have on the schedule, we got the Bears at the Bungholes. Like we just mentioned, the Ravens beat up on the Bears 30-16, and the Bungholes lost to the Jets 39-38, which was a surprise to everyone, even the Jets. The Bears, the offense just isn't gelling. They aren't doing well. Caleb Williams looks lost. He's just throwing up prayers. Guys are making him look good. Yeah, they get 1-2 plays here. Yeah, it's great. Oh, my God, Caleb Williams makes a good play. Then he sucks. I don't know if you remember Troy Aikman commentating on the game the other week before with the Bears playing. And he's basically like, man, this guy fucking sucks. Just every time. Like, that throw was horrible. You know what, Troy Aikman? Troy Aikman was right. But Caleb Williams is not great. He is not great. He makes just the right amount of plays, but he's not going to win you a game when you're down. As soon as you go down, 30-16, there you go. He's trying to make plays, not doing well. And the defense, yeah, they do great, but then they also do horrible. They are like the Cowboys, but they get more turnovers, which makes it look better.
They are the true boom or bust. It's either they're turning the ball over or they're getting scored on. And the final drive for Chicago last week was just a microcosm of their entire situation with Caleb Williams. He had a little bit of pressure in his face, not a whole hell of a lot, and he had a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone. He throws it low and behind him. Like I don't know what else people need to see that they can look at this guy and say, okay, maybe he is not the greatest thing that ever hit Chicago. I don't get what people are still hanging on to. Maybe it's because he's young. Maybe it's his second coordinator. Maybe head coach. What I just don't know. But
I mean, did you see his
good.
shitty play call down the goal line when they were trying to score at the end there, and maybe get an onside where they get down to like the 1 yard line. He's hurrying up to the line, and he just does a QB sneak, and he gets stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, that was the dumbest call I've ever seen.
He looks like, well, I mean, even if it was a good call, like for that situation, you could see Caleb Williams has skipped leg day, quad day, back day, tricep day. He skipped everything. But you know what? He did not skip his many petty day. Guarantee you didn't do that.
Those nails look fabulous.
And as far as the Bengals concerned, only the fucking Cincinnati Bungholes would be the team to lose to the only team that looks inept. Like, I don't fucking understand how this franchise, what in the world did this franchise ever do to the world to deserve all the shit that's happened to them? Is it truly because of Paul Brown? Like, did the Browns finally curse somebody to be worse than they are? I don't get it. I mean, Flacco still played okay, 223 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jamar Chase is his new best friend, 129 yards. Higgins had 1 catch for 44 yards and a touchdown. 1. That's all he did. He caught that bomb. He says, "Okay, I'm set for a good day," and then that's it. I don't get it. This is an embarrassing loss. It's only by a point, but you lost at home to the fucking Jets, dude. Like, come on.
It's that fucking defense, man. That defense didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Flacco's looking like a young stud again, like not taking off, scrambling, everything like that. They didn't run the ball a ton. It was a 12-9 split, too. P. Ryan got in a lot.
Trust me. As an owner of Chase Brown on a couple fantasy teams, I know.
Well, you know what? You know what I wish I had this year? Fucking Jamar Chase, because he's gonna have 1,000 targets on the season. Because he's averaging like 20 a goddamn game.
Yeah.
He's literally gonna have like 300 targets. He's gonna break the receptions record with no choice because he's gonna get so many fucking targets.
Yeah.
This week, I'm going Bears because that Bengals defense is so goddamn bad. It reminds me of the Cowboys, and
Mm-hmm.
I just don't trust it. The Ben Johnson offense has got to kick in. They got to start using DJ more. They got to start using Loveland more. For whatever reason, they're not. I don't understand why. Because Laporta was a big aspect up in Detroit. I'm noticing Loveland does a lot of chip and goes. He's not really even going on routes and stuff like they want to use him. DJ Moore, if you trade him, he'll be a number one on another team. I mean, he saved Caleb Williams on a huge catch at the end there that led to him doing that stupid fucking scramble. The quarterback sneak didn't work. I'm going Bears, though, because of that Bengals defense. I love the Bengals offense. I hate the defense.
100%. Yeah, I'm going to go Bears as well. Just the fact that the Bears have DeAndre Swift, I think, is enough to get them over the top. The defense can play well enough to, because obviously Jamar Chase can eat and the Bengals can still lose.
Yeah,
so
clearly.
All they have to do is stop him from scoring a lot, and I think they'll be fine. But yeah, the Bears have too many weapons. The Bengals defense, it's just terrible. I'm going to go Bears as well.
Next week on the schedule is the Vikings at the Lions. McCarthy's day back. Will it be a long one? Probably.
Yes.
Last week you had the Vikings getting beat by the Chargers, 37-10. And then the Lions were on a bye week. They are well rested.
Yes.
Wentz almost died, and now he's on IR, playing him through that injury that he needs surgery for. Fix that I know it was his non-throwing shoulder. He looked like he was about to die. He was in tears. He was not having a great time.
He looked like he was about to cry from just breathing. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I mean, it was bad. I mean, he should not have been in that game. It didn't at that point. No. He should have just came out. I know he wants to gut it out. I know, huge fan of the Vikings growing up, all the whole thing. I don't care. It ain't working. You can't be accurate. He had a really bad interception when he got knocked out of the game. He just sailed right over Jefferson. It was real fucking bad. Run game wasn't going. Doing a lot of fucking dumb penalties. It wasn't coming. And now they don't have a choice but to stop babying McCarthy. You throw him in, play him, and see what the fuck happens. I'm tired of. I have him on fantasy in the 2 QB league that we have. It's annoying, but at the same time, even if he wasn't on my fantasy team, it is annoying. You draft a guy, you trade up for him. Oh my god, my ankle. Oh my god, are you okay, baby? Baby, are you okay? Oh, how long do you need? Oh, you're okay? No, you're going to take more time. My son. Oh, my baby. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that you're hurt. Stop it, O'Connell. Play the fucking man. He's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
You're paying him. You drafted him.
So technically, he is a professional athlete. Yeah.
People have up and down weeks all the time.
Watching that game, I'm sitting there, and after I got past the idea of, hey, I got this one right, and Higgins did not. I saw Wentz get hit, and he's just over on the sideline looking like he wants to die. And then the commentators are like, well, the backup is this rookie from the University of Minnesota. That's so weird because you have your prize quarterback standing there in his fucking pads with an earpiece in.
Emergency
and they say
QB.
that he's the emergency quarterback. Was he the fucking punter now?
He was clearly played. He was cleared to play for 2 weeks in a row now, and they still refuse to do it because he's still a little sore. Shut the hell up! Get in the fucking game.
I just don't get it. If the Vikings were out of it, like if they were the Jets right now, then I could see, okay, we're not going to rush him back into anything because it's just a bad season. But they're in the thick of everything. Like you're still in for the division title. You're still in to make the playoffs. If you get a quarterback situation right and the defense to tighten up a little bit on the coverage, you could have a decent run in the playoffs. But yeah, you're going to start this fucking rookie quarterback you just brought up off your practice squad because your quarterback woke up and his fucking foot's still a little sore. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Little mid
Xavier Scott. Yeah, sorry about that. So their
My bad.
leading rusher was somebody that had 16 total yards rushing. Okay, that's 48 feet. All right, to put that in perspective, do you know who their leading rusher was?
Was it? Oh wait, was it when? Oh wait, was it Aaron Jones?
Xavier Scott.
He must have got that after the fact because I'm pretty sure Aaron Jones had like 15.
It was something real close.
No,
It's like
Aaron
on
Jones did have 15 because I had him in a
yeah.
fucking parlay and he did not hit 20.
Oh,
I
that's
fucking
right.
tell you that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, no, it's like on the Price is Right when you're the last bidder, so you go $1 more than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that happened. Fucking Xavier Scott's your leading rusher, and you wonder why he got blown out by fucking 3 scores. Good lord.
I think you had the Lions. They're
But I
underdogs.
guess I'll yeah, I'll segue into that. Like I'm gonna take the Lions. I don't. There's nothing indicating to me that the Vikings would pull this one out.
Yeah, I mean we're on the same page on this one too. I mean I do love the Vikings. The Lions are hot. The Vikings are not. They are gonna baby their QB because he just came back. Hostile environment. Unless they fully take the wheels off of McCarthy, they are going to lose this game. If they let McCarthy do what McCarthy needs to do, get him some rollouts, let him run some options. He can use his legs. Do something to make the defense be scared of him and everything. The Lions are easily going to win this game. But they got to take the wheels
Okay.
off of McCarthy. I'm going Lions because of the unknown of the Vikings. If
Yep.
McCarthy had the training wheels off him, I would kind of go Vikings because they could do it. They have the talent and everything.
Yeah.
But the training wheels are still on McCarthy, and it ain't going well. I'm going to go Lions as well. Next game we have on the schedule is little P versus P. PP. Panthers at Packers. Panthers got their PPs slapped last week, 40-9 against the Bills.
Hmm.
And then you had the
And it didn't even look like
Packers.
the Bills are trying.
Yeah, they got 3 field goals. The Red
Yeah.
Rocket couldn't get it done. And then you had the Packers making sure Aaron Rodgers did not beat every single team in the league, 35-25. Packers got the dub there. Panthers now. Andy Dalton had a rough day. Offense had a rough day. I hate to say it. Dowdle needs a lot more touches than Hubbard. Maybe move Hubbard because Dowdle should get the majority of the touches. He's more efficient. He's doing better. I know you want to keep him fresh. Well, you paid Hubbard a lot of money last year too, so you're kind of stuck there unless you find a team to take him that wants him. Hubbard's a great back. Dowdle is just hot, baby, hot. Get him the
Right.
goddamn ball. The only bright spot really was McMillan. He had almost 100 yards on a couple catches.
Mm-hmm.
That offense was very bad. It sad enough, it was worse than when Young is in there, and Young is a little kid. They got to right the ship there. And like I said, I think Dowdle getting more touches than Hubbard, maybe a 75-25 share,
Yeah.
might put that offense in a little better position than 40-9.
Yeah, the Battle only had 54 yards, which is a far cry from the couple games in a row that he had over 200 yards of total offense. Um, like you said, Ted had almost 100. That defense only had 2 sacks. So nothing's going well in Carolina right now. They're another team where I feel like they've added a piece here and there, but they are so far away from being anything. It's not even funny. And then the Packers. This is the Packer team that a lot of the analysts and the fans said they could be. They didn't play particularly great on defense. Not to say that the Steelers aren't a contender in the AFC, but the offense did enough to win. And I mean, Love had 360 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tucker Kraft on tight end day had a game. And I'm going to
Yeah,
ask you this question.
he had 7 for 143 and 2 fucking
Uh-huh.
touchdowns. Huge day.
So let me ask you this: as somebody that also has Josh Jacobs in fantasy, are they now going to be playing the Ravens should do what Derrick Henry, the Eagles do? Are they saving him for the playoffs?
I don't think so. I think it was more of he was a little sick last week, and he kind of played through it. maybe lingering a little. He wasn't getting a lot of yards up front. He was kind of getting stuffed a lot, kind of getting banged up. I think that they felt they had the game in hand more and they could hand it off to Wilson because he was being efficient and then save Jacobs to other games. I don't think it's like a split thing or a like super save him thing. I think if that game was like a 3-point game or something, Jacobs would have been in there. But I think it's just the way that it was playing out. I think they're just like, all right, Wilson, go ahead, you're good. But I would trust Jacobs a lot more than I would Wilson, and I think that's just kind of where it was.
Yeah.
But the only thing that saved the Packers is they stopped being average after halftime. They aren't going to win games being average. Actually, it was like 3 quarters. Right. They were average for like 3 quarters. It is what it is.
Yeah.
If they don't play average all the time, if they're playing average, it could go one way or another. Either they go below average or they go above average. But you can't keep staying at that average and then expect teams to play to your same level. Because if you play a team that's doing really well, the Colts, at that average level,
they're going to put you away.
They're going to put you away. You play the Lions at that average level, you're going to be down 28 to 7 at halftime rather than be tied. It's not going to be good. I'm still going to go Packers this week though. I mean, I'd love to go Panthers just to, cuz I know you're going to go Packers, but I'm not that stupid. So I'm going to go Packers.
Yeah, I'm going to go Packers as well. This is just another one to where there's no reason for me to go Panthers. Like if I was a betting man, which I'm not, and I saw that the Panthers or however it works, whoever's getting, if Vegas made it so that I could be profitable from the Panthers doing even okayish, then I might go Panthers. But there's no reason for me to go anywhere other than the Packers. So.
Yeah, it's not. Next one we got Broncos at Texans. All right, Broncos country, let's ride. Going down to Big D, going down to Texas. Going to big old Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. Broncos.
Including the losses.
Yeah, well, you know what? The last loss for somebody in Dallas was in the Mile High City of 44-24. Crushed the Cowboys because that defense sucks.
Yeah.
And then you got the Texans beating the 49ers 25-15. Both teams coming off wins. One a lot more impressive than the other. Broncos, Nix turned his whole day around after that first throw, INT. Horrible throw, looked really bad.
Horrible.
Came back with 247 and 4 touchdowns. Big, huge thing, but also it helped as Harvey had 3 touchdowns. 1 receiving, 2 rushing. Yeah. Waiting for this to happen with him. Picked him in the second round. They knew his talent. They knew what he got to do. They got to get him the ball more. I know Dobbins is doing great. Split it, though. Harvey's
Dobbins had over 100 yards.
Get him on the field. Yeah. You saw what he can do. I know it was the Cowboys. You saw what he can do. But then the defense just kind of killed Dak's MVP, push there of how he looked. QB1, he looked really bad. 2 picks. Dak had a Dak game. Dak is going to Dak, and that was a Dak game. Overall, though, the Broncos came together as a complete. Surtain is dealing with a leg injury right now. So I think he's day-to-day or week-to-week or something like that. That's going to hurt the defense a bit. Not as much as you think, though.
Right. Yeah, the Broncos. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I just had to break this down. It's just another quarterback that had a better day than Hurts. Yeah, Nix had 247 yards, 4 touchdowns. He did have that one really, really bad throw. Luckily for them, it didn't come to bite them or anything like that. Dobbins had 100 yards. The defense did work. They hit Dak 8 times, sacked him twice. It was a pretty convincing win. To be honest, the games that they aired, at least in our area, were boring as fucking hell.
Yeah.
And then for the Texans, I did have them circled here. Give me just 2 seconds to read my own goddamn chicken scratch. Here we be. We've been killing the Texans, at least the Texans offense. We've been killing them, for being terrible. The blind not being able to block, them not being able to run the ball. Stroud being terrible. Stroud had a really good game, and not just for having a really good game for C.J. Stroud. He just had a really good game. He was efficient. He did turn the ball over once, but 318 yards, 2 touchdowns. Distributed the ball well to the receivers that he did have. People say, "Oh, it's against the Niners; they're banged up." Well, you didn't give them that excuse when they were winning, so you can't use that excuse now when they lose. Um, so good on Stroud. Maybe this is the beginning of something. Maybe this is the kick in the ass that they need. Like, hey, we just beat the Niners. We can if we beat the Broncos, then we really may have something. And to be honest, the Broncos might be in the same boat.
Yeah, Stroud brought out his inner rookie self. He kind of looked more comfortable, not looking like he's getting old, like you
Yeah,
said. But it also helped that the defense really bottled McCaffrey up. They made
yeah,
his day long and they made it not great. He got a lot. He
yeah.
got touches, didn't really go anywhere. And then having Nico Collins out and Christian Kirk out didn't really seem to matter. Those rookie wide receivers, young wide receivers, really stepped up, did what they had to do.
Uh-huh.
No one was like over the top of anyone else. They kind of just like went together and they kind of gelled really well. Um,
Uh-huh.
which is really good for the Texans because they need something like that. Who do you got this week though?
I got Denver, and I'm pretty sure that being in Houston is not really going to matter. The defense travels, or it used to travel. This year has just been so fucking weird. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Denver. I think they have the offense to or the defensive line to kill that offensive line. Even if Stroud keeps hitting those rookie receivers and they find a little bit of the running game, I'm starting to trust a little bit more in Knicks than I have in the past. So I'm gonna go Denver.
We have our first different one here. I'm gonna go Texans. I normally wouldn't, and it's not because you picked the Broncos. Broncos looked really well. That's great. Texans looked really well. That's great. Texans went against a harder defense, even though it's a bunch of fucking backups, because the Cowboys just suck. Stroud looked really well, getting his confidence back, kind of gelling to the next week. Broncos coming off a high, could come down a little when it doesn't pan out as well because the defense for the Texans is a lot better than the Cowboys defense. Every defense is a lot better than the Cowboys defense. I just think they ride this high. They're at home. Get it moving. Get it going. Texans come out with the win here.
This might be the game where the first one to 20 wins. Like both defenses are pretty good, so this wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of shocked that we're 5 games in and this is the first one. I mean, I checked the standings for the pick'ems and I couldn't find. I had to go
Shut
all
up.
the way to the
Just shut. We'll
bottom.
get into that. We're going to get into that. That's the end here, all right? Just shut the hell up. Be quiet. It was a bad week all around. Fantasy
I got you.
and pick'ems. It was horrible. I don't know. You know what? I'm retarded. I don't remember last week. It was crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. It didn't even happen. It's a glitch.
Yeah.
It's a glitch. It's the Matrix. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Next game we got is the Falcons at the Patriots. Falcons got shot out of the air, like we said, against the Dolphins last week, 34-10. No one saw that happening. Well, you know what? You might have once you found out Penix wasn't fucking playing 20 minutes before the goddamn game. And then Patriots, whooped up on the Browns. Really got them brown.
Yeah.
Look at that brown eye.
Drake, I think you mean Drake London.
What?
Drake London didn't play in the game.
Yeah, neither
up
did
to
Penix.
20 minutes.
Oh, did we know about Penix before then? Either way.
Yeah.
Whatever. Assholes. Play. You get paid.
Yeah.
You screwed up our pick'em. You goddamn selfish bastards.
You know what my first note was about the Falcons?
Huh.
What the fuck, man? Like that's the first thing I found. Like so he's doing. Like
Fucked up the whole
Lord,
pick'em.
like right. It's like when you bring your buddy out to the bar and you need him to distract the refrigerator that's guarding the snack that you want, he's just supposed to buy her a beer, maybe buy her a taco, and entertain her. You're not supposed to go home and get the fucking friends pregnant. All right? What the fuck you doing, man? Bijan had 25 yards. Like 25 yards.
Yep.
Like,
That's
what
2
the
weeks in a
heck?
row.
That's-
2 weeks in a row they couldn't get the run game going. They're lost.
Oh,
Like Cousins
God.
is fucking washed. He was horrible.
Yeah.
He's only there because he's getting paid so much fucking money and no one else wants him. That's it.
100%.
He wasn't getting paid so much and they don't need that dead cap because they're just like, what the hell's the point? Might as well just keep him then. He wouldn't fucking be there. That noodle arm, it's worse than Tua's, which is saying a lot. His arm's gone. His game's gone. His agent belongs in the Hall of Fame of fucking swindling men because he just got him a bag for doing absolutely nothing. The defense also looked lost. That top defense. It was a horrible week. Like I said, the Falcons are the biggest up and down team where they look amazing and then they look shitty.
Mm-hmm.
There's no in between. It's good or shitty, good or shitty. There's no like average, and you
Right.
can go either way. It's shitty, good, shitty, good. This time it was shitty and then shitty again. So maybe we'll have a good week this week.
Yeah.
Doubt it though, as long as
Yeah.
Michael Penis Jr.'s out.
Well, you know who wasn't shitty? Drake May.
No shit.
280, 282, 3 touchdowns. The defense had a couple picks, which was amazing. Amazing for them. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna sit back, and if your head doesn't fucking explode, I think we'll be all right. Trayvon Henderson had a career day, 10 carries, 75 yards. Please take it away, Mr. Higgins.
He did have a fumble. So he's not going to see the field for the rest of his fucking career with the Patriots because his name isn't fucking Stevenson. This is the most retarded shit I've ever seen. And now people are talking about them potentially trading for a running back. As if you don't already fucking have one on your fucking team that you drafted in the second round who just had 7.5 yards a carry. Yeah, he had a fumble. His first one of the year. Stevenson has 17 this year. I don't fucking care. Stevenson should not be the lead back. It should be Henderson. Stevenson should be that change of pace. That's it. You know, use him goal line. Whatever. Stevenson should be Stevenson should not be the lead back. It should be fucking Henderson. See what happens when you get him in space, get him some goddamn touches, get him comfortable. He's getting him a rhythm. You can't expect him to get a rhythm if you give him 5 fucking carries an entire game. Like, are you kidding me? That's like if I'm paying a stripper and then like, you're like, oh, you want to go to the back room? She goes, yeah, here you go. We're done. What are we talking about? I just gave you $500 and you showed me nipples? What are we doing here? Yeah. I was here for 2 fucking
100%.
seconds. Paid you $250 a
You know
second.
who?
It's retarded. They got to fix it. I don't want to hear about them trading for another running back when they already fucking have one.
Right.
Use the man or trade him. Did you draft him in the second round so no one else can have him? Stop hoarding all the goods. You are the fridge. You're guarding the snacks. Get the goddamn fridge out of the way. Vrabel and McDaniel are the fridge. We got to move them. We got the goddamn snacks. 100%. That's goddamn Henderson. Henderson, you're a full snack. Get on the field, daddy. Get on the field.
This situation reminds me, and I maybe going too far for some our viewers. This reminds me of when the Bucks had Warwick Dunn and Mike Olsen. You need to use Henderson like Warwick Dunn, and then yes, when you get down to the goal line, let Stevenson poach a little bit between the tackles. I think Stevenson's going to be most effective the fewer times you use him. If he only carries the ball 5-6 times a game, he's not going to be prone to getting fumbleitis. He's going to hang on to it, short yardage, goal line. Don't give him a chance to fuck up. You know what I mean? Let him use that big body, and then let Henderson run around.
That Gibbs
the whole thing just doesn't make sense.
Gibbs Montgomery thing.
Yeah.
Dumb. I'm going Patriots, by the way. I don't. Even if Penix is in there, this could be an up week for them. Pitts is banged up now, too. I don't know what the hell's going on. Bijan's having a horrible time. That Patriots look like the old Patriots, and I hate it. I'm going to go Patriots, though.
100%. Yeah, no, I'm going to go Patriots as well. It helps that it's up in New England. The weather's not supposed to be good at all. I'm not a weatherman, but that's what I was able to see.
3 fumbles with 45 carries.
Right, and you know what? He'll probably get a raise. Yeah, he'll probably get a raise out of it. But yeah, I'm gonna go Patriots on this as well. Again, this is another game where I just have no other reason other than to go with team pick.
Yeah. Next one we got is the 49ers at the Giants. Both teams coming off losses. Like I said, Texans beat the 49ers 25-15 or 26-15. One of those. Something like that. 25-15. And then you have the Giants falling to the Eagles 38-20. 49ers need Purdy back. Mac Jones has been doing great. Purdy opens up the offense more. They also need Pearsall to come back. Maybe this week. Maybe next week. I don't know. They're just so banged up. They need people back. Jones doing what he could, but he's like a Wentz. He's going to fill in for a couple games. He's going to give you like 2 or 3 good ones and then a bunch of bad ones. Shanahan's going to make anyone look decent enough, but he had a rough day, but he made up for it enough that I felt it in fantasy enough. And then the defense was not so hot. Yeah, they played great last week. Now they kind of had a letting Stroud look amazing type of week. They need to get as many pieces as they can. They just traded for Keon White from the Patriots. So maybe that helps with their pass rush because they're doing something the Cowboys probably should have tried to get some pass rushers because they don't fucking have any. But hopefully that helps out the defense a bit because they're banged up as well as the offense.
Yeah.
It's not going great.
Yeah, I mean the Niners, McCaffrey again bottled up 68 total yards. Kittle did have a touchdown in his second game back. He looks like that he's going to be getting up to at least somewhat of what the George Kittle used to be. If you would have told me at the beginning of the week last week that when the Texans play the Niners, the Texans would not allow a single sack, I would have bet everything except for my cat that you were wrong.
It took
But
them
that's
1
what
week
fucking
to trade
happened.
for a pass rusher where they didn't have a sack, and Jerry Jones hasn't done it all year.
Yeah. They only had two quarterback hits and no sacks. I mean, you can't tell me that the Texans O line is good. So I don't know what the fuck is happening there. And then the Giants, Scattaboo going down really, really,
R.I.P.
really quick.
Crazy bastard.
Yeah. Uh, Dart only had 193 yards and a touchdown. The defense did pretty decent. They had four sacks, five hits, but it was more of just like it was 2nd and 10 while they're at the Giants 20, and he took a 4 yard sack. It was none of the sacks were really anything that really mattered in the
Yeah.
game. And as far as our backgrounds are concerned this week, it was going to be like I was waffling between a couple people. Nick Mangold was definitely up there because he's a buff guy, great, and he was a great player in the NFL as well. He's in the Jets Ring of Fame. Um, but I decided to go against it just because your background, the crazy son of a bitch, Scadaboo had a nasty, nasty injury that required surgery, and it was worse than they thought.
Yeah.
Um,
He's still expected to be
and
back
people were like,
before the start of next year. So as
right, which
long
is
as
just
everything
amazing.
goes as planned and
Um,
everything, so which is good.
right. So I chose Hutchinson, even though he did go to the University of Scum, SCUM. Try to spell scum without UM. It's impossible. Um, this man had horrible, horrible break in his leg. Worked his ass off, came back, and then just got paid 114 million or whatever it was. So this is really bad for Scadaboo, but he's going to work through it, and he's going to come out on the end, I believe, better. So that explains the backgrounds, and the Giants. It's going to be hurting for the Giants, until he comes back at least.
Yeah, I mean that's a huge blow, just energy wise, vibe wise. You know what it is. They had a good thing rolling there. Him and Dart looked really good. Injuries just keep stacking up. They got fucked on a couple calls, like the Tush Push one, and then that honestly that pass interference one towards the end, that long ball, they're hand fighting and they call pass interference on the wide receiver. That was a load of crap. I mean, there wasn't more than the other one. It didn't really hinder anyone. He just got behind him and he got his hands off him. He didn't push him. Yeah, the arm was extended the whole time. He's trying to get his hand off him. But it's going to be a long year anyways. They just keep racking up those injuries. It's going to be too long for them. Dart's rookie year. Dart's looking great. Unfortunately, I think they found someone. But with this week, I think Purdy's coming back. He's not back?
He called me crying. They're benching him for another week.
If he's out, or here's a contingency. If Purdy's in, I'm going 49ers. Purdy's out, I'm going Giants.
I'm still going Niners, but I will write down that you have Niners/Giants. So we'll just I
We'll get
believe
that one.
Purdy's going to be out again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe Purdy's going to be out again just because they don't want to rush him back with that toe. But I still think that they have enough to beat the Giants minus Scatterberg.
Yeah, we're going to see. But like I said, I think if Purdy's in there, they easily win. If not, I'm going to go Giants. Just get back from that Scatterboo thing and just kind of have all the emotions going. So, all right, next game we got Colts at Steelers. Colts beat up on the Titans, little piddly Titans, 38-14. And Steelers got their little tushies pushed by the Packers, 35-25. Colts looking amazing. Jonathan Taylor is my leader for MVP right now. The man can't be stopped. Everyone's like, oh, if Barkley can't win the MVP. No running back can. Barkley had 15 touchdowns last year. JT has 14 in 8 weeks.
Right.
He's one down from Barkley's production, and he's on pace to have like 2,300 yards. JT is the guy. Daniel Jones was never the issue in New York.
How dare you bring that up, you Eagle hater?
How dare I? Everyone's against the Eagles. They hate us. No, I just hate you guys are assholes. I mean, yeah, it was against the Titans that they had this. Did everything and they had a great
Yeah.
game. They're lucky they play the Titans twice a year right now, but they're still doing really well. So
Yeah, I still call them paper lions. They are the worst 7-1 team in history. Um, they did take care of business against the Titans, and Daniel Jones, another 270-yard game, 3 touchdowns. JT went off. The defense is doing their job. Not how can I say I will say this: the Colts of years past would take a game like this that they clearly should win, and they would make it interesting. Um, this it wasn't the case this week, and then that's a really good sign. The team is definitely buying in more to if not buying into Steichen, they're definitely buying into Daniel Jones, and they're buying into Jonathan Taylor. And did you see that clip of the whole Jonathan Taylor had?
yeah, it looked like they were playing the Cowboys.
Oh my God! It was you and I could have held hands and ran the ball up the gut and not gotten fucking touched.
Up the gut.
Um, Up the gut. But no, they're doing work. This week's definitely going to be much more difficult. The Steelers, like you said when we went over the Packers, the Steelers had control of this game for the majority of it. But the same thing that you said about the Packers is what happened to the Steelers. They were playing mid. They were playing just enough to be ahead. They never really kicked it into high gear. They never really locked anything down. They ended up losing the game because of it. Rodgers didn't have a bad game, but he didn't have a stellar game. The defense didn't have any sacks against Jordan Love. Their secondary is looking old as fuck, even though it is the youngest part of their defense. And they honestly, they just need more offensive weapons. Their running game is almost non-existent. If it's not a long bomb to DK Metcalf or a check down to the tight end, who's their guy? Like who's that threat that you got to worry about? There's not enough there for me to think. Okay, they may be able to win the North because the North is fucking terrible right now. But when it comes time to start playing road games in the playoffs, I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it at
Yeah, I
all.
mean they played one great half against the Packers. Kind of just went downhill after that. The defense has so much money spent on it, and they look like ass half the time. They play one great
Yeah.
half because they're all old and they get tired. They're ready for
Mm-hmm.
bed by the time it's halftime, especially if it's a nighttime game. They are talking about adding another wide receiver, maybe in the trade deadline. They did get Calvin Austin back. Running 3 tight ends doesn't seem to be working with Jonnu Smith, Fryermuth, and Darnell Washington, who's just a giant offensive tackle playing
He's a
fucking
big
tight end.
man. Yeah.
Um, they gotta do something on. They gotta get the run game going more. Maybe try Caleb Johnson because you drafted him.
Right.
I'm
Yep.
not banging the fucking drum like I am for Travion Henderson because he keeps fucking up and everything. But when he
Right.
does get the chance, maybe give him a shot because get something going there. Who do you got this week for your paper Lions, paper Colts?
I do think my paper Lions are going to win this week. And I'll watch them get blown out of the fucking water. Um, it's going to be in Pittsburgh. Uh, Now I don't know about Western PA, but I know that here in Eastern PA, we're supposed to get like 2 inches of rain tomorrow, and that's supposed to not stop until like Friday morning. So everything's supposed to be fucking soaked for the weekend.
Soaked
And
like me,
mm,
moist.
uh, it's not, and the sun's not supposed to be out to like soak up any of this shit either. So I think the field is going to be real rough. And I mean, Pittsburgh Stadium has never been known for uh, being pristine or anything like that. This is
No.
the same place where the dude punted the ball and it literally just stuck in the ground.
Yeah.
Just made a divot right in the field there. So I'm going to go Indy just for the pure fact that they're so dominant on the ground. I think they can do a little bit of ball control. Steelers don't have a lot of offensive weapons to scare the Colts defense. I'm going to go with Indy on this one.
I'm going Steelers.
Mm.
Got your paper Lions. They're playing a real team this week. It's not going to be like they did last week. Yeah, they can move the ball and everything. I think they're still going to move the ball. I just think the Steelers being at home, being a little wet, kind of get the thing going there. I'm going to go Steelers. Rodgers wants to stay ahead. So
Yeah.
the next one we got is the Chargers at the Titans. The smallest Titan you've ever seen in your entire life. Chargers coming off a big win, 37-10 against the Vikings, and then like we just said, the Titans getting blown out by the Colts, 38-14. Herbert showing off his arms, legs, thighs, biceps, triceps, doing whatever the hell you want. He almost had like 100 yards rushing last game. He was just taking off to take off because he looked so good doing it. Madison Beers told him if he could. He actually texted me this, and this is why he was running so much. If he ran for over 50 yards, they could do some butt stuff. Guess what? Guess what? I'd be running all the time too. That's crazy,
right? All right, all goes. Just run all goes. Take the entire defense that way, and I'll follow you.
He actually told the other team, he's like, just give me 2 more yards. Just give me 2 more yards. I got it in the bag. They also did get a run game going with Vidal, which changed a lot, which helped. He had over 100 yards rushing. Johnson did not have a catch, though. He didn't have a catch at all. Not a single catch, which is surprising because he's been such a stud this year for everyone. It was crazy. I mean, like, I didn't expect him not to have a catch. McConkey had a really good day. Allen had a pretty good day. Tight end had a really good day. Yeah. Godwin, who sucks at blocking, but great receiver. And the Titans, I don't have anything to say. They just suck. They have a lot to change. If they have anyone to sell them because you have to build. You drafted a QB last year who is ass, who shouldn't have been the first overall pick. You screwed that up. Stop screwing up. I just saw something that they don't. I don't think they have any players left from the past 3 years of their fucking drafts, or it's like 3 players out of the past 3 drafts.
All right.
They're that bad.
So, like, a draft from 3 years ago, they're no longer on the team?
No. Every single, like, I think it's from 2020 to 2022. None of those players are on the roster. I forget. I have to. I just saw it briefly. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Well, we'll start with the Chargers because I have respect for Madison Beers and her talents. Herbert is winning on and off the field. Like if you saw that picture of him blocking that basketball from getting to her, and then he's sitting there with this stupid, goofy, little smile on the bench.
He has the face of a teenager. He can't grow facial hair. He still has acne. And this bitch is like, "You're tall, you're white, and you're great. You have a cannon of an arm, and you got a package, baby. Give me it." Man, the man's literally has the face of a 16-year-old, and she's like, "I'm gonna sit on that."
300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like I said, Vidal went off. The defense had a good game. 8 hits, 5 sacks. Putting Carson Wentz into crisis mode. Whether he's gonna fucking take a long jump off a short bridge. And then the Titans are just terrible. I mean, Ward had 259 yards. A lot of that was just garbage. He turned the ball over once. Collectively, they had 113 yards rushing, which is okay if you're scoring points with it, but they're just not scoring points with it. And then Chimere, El Duque, not going to remember his name, but he had 7 catches, 93 yards. That's like their big weapon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's their tight end, right?
The Titans Dyke or whatever?
Yeah.
No, he's a wide
receiver. Is that the tight end?
He's a wide receiver.
I can't.
No,
I can't
Chit
tell.
something. I can't pronounce his last name. Chit, whatever. Is the
yeah. All right. Well, either way, they're not winning. So.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers. I don't even have to explain that.
Yeah.
I'm just going Chargers. So, next one is Saints at the Rams. Saints did not come marching in. They got beat by the Bucks, 23-3. Like we said before, the Rams are coming off a smooth bye after their European trip that they showed up the day before and smacked the shit out of the Jags. Rattler's officially benched. It's Tyler Shuck time in New Orleans. Is that a good or bad thing? I think he has a very strong arm. I think he has a better arm than Rattler. Accuracy-wise, it's still yet to be seen. Can you read the defense? But arm talent-wise, I like it. I liked him in the draft. Didn't think he was a second rounder. Liked him in the draft, though. I thought he'd be a steal for someone to develop. not go right in, get a full guarantee contract and start. They have to get a run game going. They didn't really have one this last week, which didn't help. It was 23-3. It was still kind of a closer game, and they passed the ball like 100 fucking times. It was Kamara looked like he got banged up a little, but like whatever. And then the Rams are on a bye, so they were on a bye. Nakua might be back. They're rested. They're ready to go. They're gonna feel great.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the Rams they definitely won the bye week. They get some pieces back, and I don't think that they're not going to come into this week and be worse off. But I was a big supporter of Rattler. I still am to the point where I think he's not ruined, like his career's not over. You got to stop turning the ball over, my man. Not every turnover we can say, oh, it was tipped or the receiver ran a bad route or the defense is just good. No, sometimes it's just fucking you, and he's turned the ball over enough where most of these now are him. So, and not to get into any draft stuff, I never saw the allure of Tyler Shuck. He's a 26 or 27-year-old fucking rookie.
He's 25.
What am I gonna? He was 25 when he was drafted. I'm pretty sure
he's 25.
So what am I going to draft to do to try to if I develop him by in a couple of years he's developed. Congratulations, he's 27 years old.
Okay, he's 26 now. He's 26 of September 28th.
Thank you.
He's 26. It's not as bad as Brandon Weedingen drafted in the first round by the Browns, who was 95.
That's true. So, but if you're comparing yourself to the Browns quarterback drafting strategy, there's something wrong there.
They didn't draft him in the first. They gotta give him that one.
But they drafted him at all. Like I don't get it. But anyway, his time to shine now. They're gonna let the young man,
young buck,
start and see what he's got.
A stallion
I don't think it's gonna matter this week though. This is a rough opening bell for him.
Oh yeah, this is rougher than McCarthy coming back because the Saints are gonna get freaking rammed by the Rams. I'm going Rams. I'm going Rams.
Me too. Yep.
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to go Rams. Fucking screen. I'll just change the background. Okay. Next one, we got two teams coming off a bye, Jags and Raiders. It's a good game to right the ship for the Jags. Brian Thomas Jr. needs to get on track. There's talks about trading him. Cohen said absolutely not, which makes sense because you shouldn't. And then you got the Raiders. Bowers is supposed to be back this week after what he had to do was sit, and he didn't want to. He would have played the entire year with a bum knee just to play. Dude's a dog. He's supposed to be back this week, or hopefully back. They're going to see how his knee's feeling during the week. And if Geno Smith can go a week without a fucking interception, it would be goddamn amazing. Right. Chip Kelly is like, throw 4 picks. And Geno's like, oh, I'll throw 6. You got it, coach. Fucking retard.
But I'm going to take Jacksonville. I think they're starting to click just a little bit. And I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it straight to his face. I'll say it at his fucking funeral. Chip Kelly is probably the worst offensive coordinator in this league. They didn't get rid of him, so they've accepted, hey, we're okay with sucking this year. So I'm going to go Jaguars with this one. Raiders lose, I believe, at home. So
the Raiders are at home. It's Jags at Raiders. I was going to go Raiders just because of the Bowers effect. Jacoby Myers might be back too. Just because of Bowers. I'm going to go Jags, though. I do think they have way more offensive weapons than the Raiders do. Their defense is a lot better than the Raiders. It depends if they play like it, though. At the end of this game, if the Raiders lose, do you consider finally trading Max Crosby or some pieces off? They said they're not trading Crosby. This is going to be their last chance to trade Crosby in the season, maybe get something for him. You're out of contention. People are going to give you a bag for him. I say you take it. Yeah. You need too much. You take it. Next one we got is Chiefs at Bills. Chiefs taking down the Commanders 28-7. And then Bills just dog walking the freaking Panthers. Put them on the leash, take them outside, let them go to the bathroom, and never bring them back in 40-9. Really the only thing missing from the Chiefs right now is a consistent running back. Pacheco's banged up. He's week to week with an MCL thing or whatever, so it's going to be Smith and Hunt. They just need a consistent running back, which they're in talks that they might be a trade candidate to get someone like Breece Hall or something. If I'm the Jets, I'm not trading him Hall. I don't want to deal with that offense. Right. And then Mahomes and Kelsey Swift are finally on the same page, and they're getting back to their ways because Kelsey remembered he plays football and he is not a pop
All
star.
right. Mm-hmm.
So he's realizing he needs to do that shit rather than movies and whatever right now.
Yeah, I mean the Bills kind of found their footing just a little bit against the Panthers. Maybe they can ride it into some momentum. Cook had over 200 yards and a couple touchdowns. The defense had 7 sacks. I don't see it continuing this week, but I could be wrong. Allen did his thing. He did enough just to fill a box score. And Mahomes is back. Unfortunately, he's found his groove. The mustachioed one, Travis Kelsey Swift. He unfortunately found his groove again. 6 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown. Like you said, Pacheco was leading them with 58 yards. And I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it is in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, colder.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I'm still gonna go Chiefs on this one.
Yeah.
Um,
The Bills do love those lesser teams with the Panthers. You know, those type of
mhm.
teams that like beating up on them, as you can see. They get up a lot and it's kind of like whatever. The main reason that they were so dominant is because they got back to that closer to 50-50 offense, which I said they need to
Yeah.
consistently be at rather than worry about this and that and like rely on Allen. But they still need a wide receiver one, and I think they should be in the market to try to trade for one if one comes available in this
Yep.
trade market because they don't really have one. Yeah, they have Shakir, they have Coleman, and everything. They're not number ones. I don't care. They're not number ones.
No.
But I am going Bills. I love me some Josh Allen. I know they like to beat up on the lesser teams, have a little bit of a harder time with more competition. The Chiefs should not get the calls they normally get because they're not in Kansas City. And if they stick to that 50-50 fucking method, I think they beat the Chiefs. This is a game that we might see again because the Chiefs finally found their way in the playoffs. We might see this matchup again, if it happens.
Right.
Either in Kansas City or Buffalo, whoever wins this one might end up having more home field advantage and they get stuck playing there.
Right.
But I'm gonna go Bills.
Okie dokie.
Next one is I'm pretty sure it's our Sunday night game. Seahawks at Commanders. Seahawks had a bye. Just chilling, well rested, ready to come off there. Sam Darnold, Cobb, Jackson Smith and Jigba is just going to do what he does, is get 500 yards receiving on 50 catches and 10 touchdowns like he's just been doing all fucking year. The Commanders, on the other hand, need to stop abandoning the run game. They gave up on it too fast. I think at halftime last week in their loss against the Chiefs, they were tied 7-7, but they only ran the ball like 8 times in the half and they threw it for 20 with a backup QB. That's not going to win you a game.
Right.
Keep trying to keep it more balanced. You got to keep it balanced. Teams that keep it balanced really have more success. They need Daniels back ASAP, and the defense needs to stop getting so emotional with being down and whatnot. Like a stupid penalty on Mahomes. Yeah, I don't think it should have been that much of a penalty. It wasn't like that aggressive or whatever, but it's Mahomes, and they're gonna fucking call it because you gave him a little too much of a twist.
Right.
They
In
gotta
Kansas
stop
City.
that stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No. The leading receiver and rusher for them, I'm pretty sure, was McNichols.
It
Um.
was.
Yeah, and Mariota,
It's not bad.
and bless his little heart. He's trying his best. Even though they did get deep. And Scary Terry had a really nice touchdown on the side of the end zone there. It wasn't enough. They need to get some balance. And Seattle is just, they were cooking before the bye week. There's nothing that really happened in the bye week that makes me think that they're not going to cook, especially against the secondary that was carved up the way it was against Kansas City. So
I'm gonna go Commanders. Daniels is expected to be back this week, and they're gonna have a full offense with Scary Terry, Debo, the whole thing back. I think that offense starts to really gel. I know I love the Seahawks. I love what they're doing. They have a very powerful offense, very good defense. I think this is one of those games where they're at home, and for whatever reason, they just end up getting the win. So this is one of the ones that I would normally go Seahawks, and something that my gut's like,
Yeah.
you need to go Commanders. And you know what my gut's always
Yeah.
telling me? Go up the gut. Listen to your fucking gut. I'm going Commanders.
gut,
I'm
baby.
going Commanders.
I'm going to go with my gut, which is only slightly bigger than yours. So, I mean, what you say about the Commanders could be absolutely right. They'll just lose 35-28. That's all.
I'm going Commanders. I don't know. I hate the NFC East, and I'm going Commanders. So.
Yeah.
Our last game, and only one Monday night game. Thank you, NFL gods, for not being pieces of shit finally and making us stay up till 10 o'clock, which would be 1 a.m. at the end of the fucking game. You got the Cardinals at the Cowboys. Big D sucks.
Defense sucks.
Cardinals, they do. Cardinals are coming off a bye. They're going to be rested. Murray back. I don't think he should be. I think they keep playing Brissett.
Oh.
But they're going to play Murray because they're stupid, and they paid him a shit ton of money. And then the Cowboys are coming off that 44-24 loss. Dak had a Dak game.
Denver, yeah.
They were trying to do way too much on offense, changing out personnel. They were running every single tight end in their offense. Ferguson didn't have a single catch. Not one catch.
Oh, I know.
And you know what? I don't think he played 50% of the snaps. I don't know if he's banged up or if that was their way of running the offense. It was retarded.
Right.
They're playing their third string tight end because he can block, and you know what? He's in there. I think you're running the fucking ball. Holy shit, you're running the fucking ball. Shoemaker in there. They're running Turpin in and out, taking CeeDee Lamb off the field, running in Tolbert, running in Flowery, doing all this other shit, running in an extra offensive lineman. It was retarded. There was one play on defense where they had Clowney drop back in coverage on a cover 3, and the middle of the field was still fucking open. They got a first down because the middle linebacker didn't play the middle of the field when there was another guy literally right next to him. Dumb defense. Hate it. They tried to do way too fucking much this game on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
They can't. Why?
Yeah.
They're trying to invent the fucking wheel again. It's already invented. It's working. You're putting up the most points you possibly could put up. Your offense is gelling. Dak's looking like a fucking MVP, and you know what? Let's change it. The defense sucks, so we have to change the offense. Who the fuck said that? Ebelsucky? He's like, you guys need to change it because the defense sucks. That'd be the only person that want to change the fucking... Fuck them. Pissing me off. Who do you got?
With all that being said, I imagine you're taking the Cowboys?
Fuck no, I'm going Cardinals.
All right. Well, I'm going Dallas. They still had, the offense still did some work. But like you said, to your credit, beginning of the year, you said that they're going to have to score 40 points a game to win. 40 points a game here would have made it close. Wouldn't have got the win. But I think the Cowboys defense has a little bit more of a bounce back. The Cardinals, they have Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr. The running game is not nearly going to be as effective as Denver's was. They got Kyler Murray back, which is an advantage to Dallas, in my opinion. I think they have too much firepower and too many pissed off people on the offense not to come out in prime time and get the job. I'm going Dallas on this one.
I swear to God, I hope I'm wrong, and I don't even care if I get this pick I'm wrong. I don't really give a shit. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Cowboys win. But you know what I said when the Cowboys played the Panthers? That they play the Panthers and the Cardinals the worst.
You did say that,
These are the two fucking teams that no matter what the record is, that they should fucking win and how it lines up, they find a way to fucking lose to them. And I was right. They lost to the fucking Panthers, and I picked them. I'm not making that mistake again. I'm going Cardinals. The defense sucks. Overshone isn't back yet. Ravel isn't back yet. Diggs is on IR. They got to play Elam. They had this fucking practice squad safety in last week who just got on IR. So he got hurt because, ow, my side. Yeah, you're getting burnt all day. My side would be fucking hurting too. They got too much going on. They have the worst linebackers in the league right now. The offense, if they keep trying to do stupid shit like they are, it's not going to work. I'm going to go Cardinals. And I hope I'm wrong. I do hope I'm wrong, but I'm going Cardinals.
Yeah. Do you know who was worse than the Cowboys defense last week?
Who?
Your pick'ems.
Right, I fell right into that one. Okay, I fell into that one. Okay.
Yeah, baby. I'm taking a look, and I could barely see you in the standings now, my friend. Where did you go? Did you
That's
go for
weird, because there's only fucking two of us. Are you fucking blind? How can you not see me?
If you're not
This ain't the
first, you're
PGA.
last.
This isn't the PGA, you dick. This is fucking two of us.
So last week went 8-5. You somehow tumbled at 5-8. It's just well,
I didn't get
the
any of them right. They were so bad. I didn't get
you
any
did
of them right.
not. I was very surprised on that. I'm sitting there watching the Eagle Giant game, and it was close at the time. Like, he may have been right a little bit, but then shit happened.
Scatterboo going down and
Uh,
then not calling a tush push right, and it was
yeah.
fucked. They were like Brandon picked them.
Uh,
Fuck him.
he's gonna hate on us. The overall standings right now. I mean, even if you go with Higgins, you're still making money. He's 68-52-1. I'm 72-48-1. We have 5 different games picked this week in the toss up, so my lead will swell to 9 at the end of all of this. So who knows? Maybe by mid-season he'll throw up the white flag and say, "I'm not picking against you," and I'll tell you guys who to pick, make money, and send me 10% of all your plunder. That's all.
One of these weeks, one of us might actually get a complete game, like a complete week, and it's gonna piss me off because I know I'm not gonna put in a bet for it on a parlay that would fucking smack, and I'm like, God fucking damn it, this is the one week I didn't do it. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna fucking catch up. You just gotta give me some time. It's only week 9. You got a long season left, okay?
That's true.
You got a long season left.
Take all the time you need, sir.
You got anything to say to anyone before we head out?
No, I appreciate everyone that has listened in the past, listened now, and will listen in the future. Even if you have nothing but negative things to say, I don't care because that's still going to be a view on our little ticker. If that keeps going up, then we're going to keep doing this. But the support has been real nice. I'm starting to get some people that know people who are reaching out to me and saying, "Hey, you guys are goofy, but you're doing good work." So that's very encouraging. So we're having fun doing this. We hope you're having fun watching it. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you guys so much for listening, watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, following, telling everyone that you love this show and these beautiful faces and voices all the time. And people are reaching out to Lopes. Nobody reaches out to me because they're too intimidated by my sexiness that they're like, he just
They are.
respond.
They don't want to approach you.
Yeah, we may be goofy and everything, but you know what? We're not putting on a persona for a show. It's just we agreed when we started this that we weren't going to do that. We're just going to be ourselves. Right. We're going to do what we wanted, talk how we wanted, go about the show how we wanted because that's just who we are. We're not going to hold anything back. I'm not going to put on a persona because, I'd get more views or people would like it more. I don't care. I never cared. I just want to do this because I enjoy doing it. We both enjoy doing it, which we appreciate all the support that we get for doing something that we just enjoy doing. So, like I said, this week we did something a little different. Please comment, reach out to one of us, whatever. Let us know what you thought. We'd love the feedback on this one. If you liked it this way, or if you liked the other way, or however it is, please let us know. We are open to suggestions or changes. Just want to change it up a bit. Little bam, little Elzar. Just get in there, little salt, baby. Oh, just cracked. So again, thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, tell everyone about us. We'd love to reach out to more people. Love some more feedback and everything like that. So with that being said, thank you guys so much, and we will be back again next week for another episode of Up the Gut.